it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today with the November 2025 block of the month. I am super excited about this month's block. I know you're going to love it, and don't be worried. I am going to share a quick tutorial with you here today so you can see how to put this together. So please keep watching for the quick tutorial on that block, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, as I said, I'm super excited about this month's block. It was one of the first blocks I designed for this quilt, and then I don't know why I moved it all the way down to November. I think I thought that maybe it looked better placed in that portion of the quilt, but it's a quarter Dresden unit. The blades are a little bit thicker than I normally do, and instead of a circle, you just have a quarter circle. But I'm super excited about this. I'm going to actually show you some details about how I made it. Along with the directions for this month's block, you will have the templates. And this is the template that I used for the blades. And then this is the template for the quarter circle. And the seam allowances are included in the blade template. It's not shown, but the seam allowances are included. And you can see where the seam allowance is here. So make sure you cut from the outer lines here. And when you're printing, you might have to make sure that your printer says actual size or 100%. So sometimes your printer will adjust the size of these templates ever so slightly, and then it won't work for your block. What I like to do is use freezer paper to make my templates. And if you're not sure about freezer paper, it really is just freezer paper that you get at the grocery store. It's plastic coated on one side, and it is like a regular sheet of paper on the other. So make sure that your iron never touches this coated side, or it will really mess with your iron. But this coated side does allow the freezer paper to stick to the fabric, so you can iron on top of the paper side, and the coated part will stick to your fabric. So what I like to do is I like to take my freezer paper and iron it to my fabric, and then I will cut it out. And so that's what I did. I cut out 4 different blades and one of these semicircles. Now what you do with the blades to make them look like this is you put them right sides together, and you're going to sew along this top wide edge. So you're going to sew just 1/4 inch seam. And we do have a full tutorial on Dresdens that you can watch here on our YouTube channel. The blades are shaped a little bit differently, but the technique is exactly the same. So you can go and watch that video. We'll put a link for that. But just 1/4 inch seam, and then you'll have a unit that looks like this. So you do that for all 4 of your blades. And I like to trim right here just a little bit. I will just take and kind of do like a diagonal seam, just so that when I turn it right side out, I don't have all the bulk in that section. And so basically I just turn it right side out with my finger, being careful not to kind of let that pop through that hole. And there is a nifty little tool that I like to use. Let me grab that. So I like to use this tool to help me get a really nice point on the Dresdens. Again, don't push too hard, because you can push it all the way through, and that's not good. So I'll just show you again with this. I always kind of finger press it first, and then I use the tool. And then I'll usually just kind of take my fingers and just kind of open that seam in there, so that when I take it to the iron, that seam is flat. And then I will press them like this. So they will all kind of look like this. and these, the red and the navy, haven't been pressed, but I will lay them out in the way that I want to sew them together. And I do have two that I've actually already sewn together. So I've already sewn the orange and the green that would go in this set together. And I did press that seam open. Okay, let me show you what you'll have next. Okay, so I'm actually going to move this out of the way so you can see this a bit more clearly. So here's my 6.5 inch by 6.5 inch background square that we're going to applique the Dresden to. And what you're going to do is, it will actually line up with this being straight and this side being straight. So you'll know exactly where to place it on your 6.5 inch background. You want to make sure that you have more than 1/4 inch here for that seam, and I'm going to be fine. It looks like there's almost 1/2 inch, and up here there's a little bit more space. But I like to use these Clover applique pins. They come in this little box, and I will just pin, I usually just put 1 pin in each blade. So I've got some of them out of the box here. And I will just pin those. I really think I might have to make a whole quilt of these blocks. This is so very, very cute, this quarter Dresden. I've actually never done a quarter Dresden before. So I just pin them, and now it's ready to be sewn. You actually have a couple of options. On mine that I've already finished, I just hand stitched it, hand applique, and we also have a separate video on that that you can watch. I did use a white thread. You can probably see it right through there on the navy and the red, but I just stitch these down. Now, if you really don't want to hand stitch, you could sew about 1/8 inch away on your sewing machine and just tack it down like that. Now, I didn't tack anything down on this side because I knew that I was going to be placing this over, but you could, or if you have a glue pen or something, you want to put a couple dots just to hold it, you could. That's up to you. Let me show you how we do the quarter circle. So again, freezer paper template, I put it down on my quarter circle fabric and cut it out, and you'll notice that I also cut out a piece with interfacing. Now, you don't have to use fusible. I did use fusible just because I like kind of the added body that it's going to give. If you're using a non-fusible, don't get it too thick. You want to be able to nicely and gently turn that corner. But I sewed my fabric and my interfacing together using a 1/4 inch seam. And I'm actually going to trim this just to eliminate the bulk again. And then I am going to turn this inside out. And I'm going to take it over to my machine and I'm going to press it. I'm going to have these nice smooth edges now for the outer edge of the Dresden center. And I've actually got this one finished up. It's already been pressed and it's ready to go. And so that's what it looks like. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pin it. And again, I am going to tack this down by hand. But you can also do it by machine if you'd like. It's so simple. These are so fun. I really kind of feel like this is kind of an addictive little block because I'm already thinking, oh, what can I make with this little sample that I have? I'm going to finish it. It might just go in my orphan block quilt. But anyway, so I like to pin those, and then I will also hand stitch this down. Now, it's going to be pretty bulky back here from the 2 layers of fabric and then also that interfacing. And so I want to show you what I did with this one. I trimmed the background fabric. And I did that because I didn't want it to show through. I don't really think it would have shown through with the interfacing there. It just kind of gives it a little extra layer. But I did trim that away just to eliminate bulk right there. And anyway, that is how you make the quarter Dresden block. Again, they are super fun. They are kind of addicting. I just want to show you. It really is the exact same process. And you know, I have my Dresden's pattern that has a wall hanging and a table runner and a pillow in it. It really is the same exact technique, just different shape of the blades. But everything is the same. And I just had to put this block into this quilt. I really hope you will enjoy making it. Okay, so I will go ahead and get this hand work done for this, and this will be my small block to put together with these. I have just been going back and forth on what I'm going to do with my little 6-inch square blocks, but you know, next month is December, so I will be sharing with you. I have to decide this month what I'm going to do with these. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy making this month's block, and we'll see you next month for the final block and all of the finishing instructions. Okay, so that's it for the November 2025 block of the month. I hope you love it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It really does go together super quickly, and it's a great introduction to Dresden's if you've never made one before, because you're only making a quarter of a block, right? So it is a fun way to learn about Dresden's if you haven't done that before. Next month, remember, will be kind of our big finish. I'll have the December block. I'll have the finishing instruction pattern download, and I'll have lots more information about the 2026 block of the month. So there will be a free 2026 block of the month, and I'll have all those fabric requirements and everything for you in December. They might actually show up earlier, so watch the blog, and if you are a newsletter subscriber, I will definitely let everyone know about that in the weekly newsletter if I get that taken care of early. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for stopping by.